It's day 2 of the year-end London Congress. My hair's a bit of a mess. And after a year and a half of, not constant use, but use every time I go to an event, my selfie stick is broken. So today, it's going to be more wobbly than normal. Magnus is behind me. Hi, Magnus.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'll do my best, and I might try and see if I can order one that has 1-day delivery or something for tonight. I'm looking down the Uber there. So we're heading in, we're lying in like 5th place. Andy is in 8th. The leaders are an American and I think he's Dutch or something, who've come over. I see all the nationals, but they've come over for the year end. I don't know what they're doing, but they're a group of people, or youngish people. I see all these nationals, so they're leading. But there's 6 more matches today, so and with so many people in the field, it's going to be difficult to run away with it at this point. I mean, if someone near the top wins 6 out of 6 today, they might win it, but that's going to be difficult. The standard's much higher than a lot of the other Swiss pairs events I enter, which is good. We like strong events, don't we? There was a hand from yesterday. Let's see if I can move my head out of the way. There's a hand from yesterday where you have ace, king, queen to 7, ace, king, X, singleton, too low. And everyone's vulnerable. You're first to speak, and your first decision is to whether to open 2 clubs or not. It's close, I think. It's close. Maybe with a 10 of spades, or maybe with a jack of spades or something, I think I would open 2 clubs, but I've only got 9 tricks if spades break, so I haven't got a game in my own hand, and in terms of point count, I've only got 16, so for various reasons I open a spade. And this goes pass, pass. A partner passes a spade, and the hand on your right protects with 2 diamonds. They're not a passed hand, so they could still have a decent hand here. What is your rebid here? And you've got several options, I think. You've got 2, 3, and 4 spades. You've got double, and you've got 3 diamonds. I assume 4 diamonds is a self-agreeing splinter to 4 spades. I don't think you're good enough for that once partner's passed a spade. So I think they're your options, and I don't know what the best option is. At teams, if you think about what you need for partner to make game, you need the spades to come in for 7 tricks, and you need partner to either have a 3rd round heart control, or something like the king of clubs with the ace on side. So then it's on a finesse. So you're looking, if partner's got the king of clubs and spades break, it's on a finesse. So at teams, you just bid for, I think, and you just hope that partner has something that they aren't going to bid for themselves with that makes game. I mean, even something like jack to 5 or 6 small hearts is good enough if the queen falls, for example. So at teams, you just bid it, but it's match points, and what you don't want to do is bid 4 spades when it's not making, because there's going to be enough people in the field who do that, and if it isn't making and you stay in part score, you're going to profit, I think. So I don't know what the best thing to do is. I kind of took the middle road and I bid 3 spades, and I think over this, with partner with any ace will bid 4. I think partner with a singleton somewhere and spade support will bid 4. And I think partner with the king of clubs will bid 4 as well, I think. He's got 1 card. You were basically saying you've got 9 tricks in your own hand. You've got not far off a 2 club open, I think, when you bid 3 spades. And the difficulty is the holding partner won't bid 4 and is the queen of hearts. And that's what he had. He had the queen of hearts and he had 2 small spades, and that was pretty much all he had. And I think 3 spades is right, and Matt doesn't know, and I gave it to someone else and they said 2 spades or 3 spades. Very few people are jumping to 4, and I think you would at teams. But we get, because half the field's in 3 and half the field's in 4, we get like 25% of the match points on the board, so what can we do? Right, here in the Uber. Oops. I'm going to get a coffee, and I'll see you at the venue. Steve was a fish. I said, did something really bad. Maybe I'll show you that as a defensive hand. No, I'll do that now. I like to show the good, but I'll show the bad as well. This is your hand. It's a defensive hand. I'll just do the whole hand, I think. This is just pretty bad of me. North-south get to 3N. And I am east, and I'm defending 3N. And it effectively goes a no-chump transfer to hearts, 3N, effectively. And you you decide what to lead. Well, they're sort of unlimited, and I've got. I would lead a diamond if I had 5 maybe, but with only 4, I didn't really want to give up a position or. And I just led a passive spade, and I'm not sure that's right or not, but looking at the whole hand, it works pretty well. So it goes 7 of spades and the jack holds at trick 1, they ducked. And Matt played a spade back, he played the 2 of spades back. And at trick 3, he played the 10 of hearts. And he's either got jack 10 tight, in which case it doesn't matter, but if he hasn't got the jack, I think I need to cover this. Because if I duck this, then all the hearts can come in with the second finesse. So if I cover this, he then has to decide later on whether to finesse me for the jack or not. So I covered this, and he then takes the club finesse into my king. So I toy with cashing the ace of diamonds now, because if Declarer has jack 10 tight of hearts, he might have close to the rest of the tricks. But I thought, no, I'll clear the spades and play partner for the jack of hearts. That's what I did. I cleared the spades, and Declarer then ran off all his clubs. Matt threw 2 diamonds and a spade away, and I threw 2 diamonds. So no one's thrown a heart away. And then Declarer read the situation right and exited in a diamond. So my last 4 cards are ace X of diamonds and 2 hearts. And Matt has come down to, and I can work this out at the time, and I got fooled by some of Matt's discards. He was false carding and things, but I should work this out at the time, that if Declarer had the jack of hearts, he would have just cashed the hearts, and Dummy's just got 4 hearts left. So he exits in a diamond. Now what I've got to do now with ace 10 doubleton diamond left, I've got to rise with the ace of diamonds and play a heart through. And I think it's pretty obvious, actually. Like, as mistakes go, it's a pretty blatant mistake. If I rise with the ace of diamonds and play a heart through, Matt's hand's high other than the heart he loses. But I ducked the diamond to Matt's queen. Now Matt can cash a spade, but it's now end played to lead away from his jack of hearts. So it was pretty bad, because if you look at the north-south hands, there's going to be too many people not bidding game, that letting game make when it shouldn't is just going to be 0. So although we got some boards back later on, they misdefended a couple. My misdefense cost a lot more than theirs did, so I think we've lost the match. My guess is something like 15-5 or something like that, 14-6, 15-5. The very last board, they doubled me in 3N and I can make it, but I didn't. So, bridgemate issues at Swiss Bears, so that's why the scores aren't currently live. So I think we've lost it. Andy thinks she's won, and but we'll still be near the top, maybe just not at the top. We just played a pair of Polish gentlemen, very nice, and we won 20-0. We started with 4 tops. And we got so complacent. I say Matt got so complacent that he, on the very last board, he didn't look at my carding. And I don't think I've ever seen him ignore my carding before. There's an announcement now, so I'm going to give you a hand.
The restart time, as advertised in the programme.
No, I won't. I might give you it later. There's too many background noises, and because my device is gone, it's not cutting out the background noise. So my guess is what I've just said probably gets covered by the director. So we're going back in. We're on match 8 now. We've lost heavily and won heavily, but we've won bigger. So we're above average for the day, and we're going to sit back down. We're going to be back in the top 10 probably after that. And then after this set, there's a break. I might come back with a hand. There was a hand we defended well against the 3-spade part score. So future Steve, maybe insert that in at this point now. So we lost our 3rd match of the day, 15-5. I'll be glad to take 5, to be honest. We did make 1 mistake, but I think it was a match we weren't going to win. They did some good things. They got things right. This is the hand I was going to show you in the previous match. We ended up winning 20-0, and it's more of just a technique thing. Again, if you've played a lot of bridge, this might seem obvious, but here's the whole hand. I'm just going to show you the whole hand, and just for reference, my hand was, for future Steve, I have singleton, queen 4th, ace king, queen small, ace king to 4. So I've got the east hand in the picture, and I open a diamond, south bid's a spade, Partner bids 3 diamonds weak. North bids 3 spades. Now, I kind of want to offer 5 diamonds. I think there are some hands where 5 diamonds makes. For example, if partner's got club values with me and short hearts, 5 diamonds might make, for example. And if they bid 4 spades, partner needs to know they can double it, needs to know I've got a good hand. So rather than just guessing, I bid 4 clubs to let partner know what to do. They bid 4 hearts, and partner was scared that they were going to play there and bids 5 diamonds, and then South makes an undisciplined 5 spade bid and partner doubles it. So obviously 5 diamonds isn't making, 4 hearts and 4 spades aren't making, but we push them to 5 spades. So we're going to get a good board here anyway. And whether Matt should bid 5 diamonds, I don't know, knowing he can beat 4 spades. But you'll lead to 5 spades doubled, and because 5 diamonds isn't making, it doesn't really matter what you do. You're always going to get a good board, even 300 or whatever. It's going to be a good board. But if you can get 500, you're going to get a great board, because 4 spades isn't going to go for that many. So you're because you've got the king of spades as a likely entry and a 3rd spade, you're going to get a heart ruff. As long as the ace of spades is on your right, the hand with the king of spades should just be leading a heart. So Matt led a heart at trick 1, and when dummy went down, he went 9 of hearts, 10. And the interesting point is, from my point of view, what's going on? Well, the only way Matt would lead a heart here is if he's got a singleton. And what you should be doing when you think partner has led a singleton and needs to know how to get you in is give suit preference here. So because there isn't a guarantee. I mean, Matt will know whether I've got a diamond entry or not, but I know for definite Declare is going to have some clubs, so I played the 2 of hearts. Doesn't really matter on this hand, but the 2 of hearts for future reference. If you think partner's at a shortage, what you should do is give suit preference at trick 1, in case partner gets in quickly and you haven't got time to signal where your entry is. So here, for example, if I didn't have the ace of diamonds but had the ace of clubs, I would signal clubs. And if I didn't have the ace of clubs but had the ace of diamonds, I would signal diamonds. So I didn't cover the 10 of hearts. Obviously, it's not gonna gain my hearts. Thanks, director. My hearts aren't good enough to generate a heart trick, and it's more important to know partner needs to play clubs. So didn't matter, because I've got an entry in both minors, and we get the ruff as well. So we get 500 there, which is just a good board in a match where we're winning heavily anyway. So, but for future situations when you think partner has led shortage, you should be giving suit preference that you'll play on trick 1 when you don't need to cover. So you pick up the following hand. You've got Queen 6th, Void, King Jack 6th. Well, you've got 1 club singleton, and it's love all. I think you're favourable anyway. You're green, and they open 2 hearts on your right. So first point of call: are you bidding with this hand? You've got to. You're 6-6, and you've got to find something you're happy with when you're 6-6 here. Your spades are spades are not great. You do have 6 of them, but Queen 6, Queen 10 6 or something. So you don't really want to jump in spades. Now, so you don't want to bid 3 spades or 4 spades, I don't think. So you now decide, are you good enough for Leaping Michaels? And I don't think you are. I think partner's not going to play you for the hand you have if you jump to 4 diamonds here. Yeah, partner's going to think you're going to have a stronger hand in terms of points and controls than you are here. So Matt just bid 2 spades, which I think I agree with. You've got to bid on the hand, and you do have 6 spades, and you're 6-6. The next hand on your left bids 4 clubs, which was later described as hearts, like a fit jump, so heart support with decent clubs. And your partner bids 4 hearts as a good raise in spades. Now, obviously, everyone else has points because you don't have many. The next hand doubles 4 hearts, which you just shouldn't do. You just shouldn't do. Or if you're going to do it, it should have a meaning. He just doubled 4 hearts to say, I've still got hearts. And what this allows Matt to do now is redouble to show first round heart control. So when you see the full hand, I disagree with a lot of the bids that the opposition made here, because they've allowed me to show a good raise in spades by not taking away my full heart bid, and they've given Matt the opportunity to show first round control in hearts by doubling. So Matt redoubles, and then I, as his partner, bid key card. Matt says, I haven't got any. Now I know that he's got a void heart rather than the ace of hearts. So that confirms the void heart. And then I ask for the queen of spades. And Matt says, I've got it, and the king of diamonds. And we get to 6 spades. There's the full hand. And, I mean, you've not got many points. They've got more points than you have. But your partner's just got such a controlly hand opposite your void heart. And you've got some work to do, but they lead the king of clubs. They led the king of clubs at trick 1, and you win the ace. You now need to try and set the diamonds up, and also not lose 2 spades. So you unblock the ace of diamonds, you ruff a heart, ruff a diamond, and the queen falls. So now you need to get a count of the hand to decide how you're playing the spades. You know your diamonds are good, and you now need to decide whether the hand that's open 2 hearts has got 1, 2, or 3 spades. And so what you're going to do now is just ruff a club to see what the counting clubs is, and then you get an idea. If they follow to the club, you know they were anyway, you know how many spades they're going to have. But they didn't follow to the club, and they mistakenly roughed him with the jack of spades. Just look at the spade pips now. You can over-ruff the jack of spades to the queen. You can now play a spade to the 8, and you end up making 13 tricks. So us bidding 6 is going to be good anyway. Most people aren't going to get there. The opponents, the opponents gave us several bites and to show the types of hands and controls we had. And as a point, I do have a point. There was a hand that I've already, in the past I'd shown. I think it was the Louisville NABC, that it's very dangerous to do these fit jumps every time you have one, because what you're doing in this case is, are you really willing to go to 5 hearts over 4 spades here? You've got king X of spades. You've only got 3 hearts. It's not like you've got have you only got 3 hearts? 6. Yeah, you've only got 3 hearts. So you don't really want to be in 5 hearts very often when you've got defense to full spades. And when you do a fit jump here, what you're doing is you're telling the opponents whether they've got a double fit, whether their values are well placed or not, and you give them an opportunity to bid their hand out because you haven't taken up space, and you also give them an opportunity to, in this particular case, find 6 when it's on. So I don't know whether I would have done a fit jump here. I might just bid 3 clubs or something. The thing is, you're on lead, so it's not lead directional, and are you really wanting to be partner to bid 5 hearts over 4 spades? I don't think you are with the hand you have. You've got defence and you've got no ruffing value really. So look, it worked out well for us, so we'll take it, and we got 18 VPs for that. So we've got 2 more rounds to go. We're not going to win it. The leaders are like 36 ahead of us going into that, so I aim to just try and finish as high as we can. We just to show you the venue as well before we start, but before I tell you the bad news. There we go. The venue's nice, but because it's a primary school, things like the toilets and the coffee facilities and stuff aren't great. I think I've played bridge in better venues. We just lost 20-0 against the runaway leaders, so we were in like 5th place, and the leaders, who were over a match ahead, had played 2nd, 3rd and 4th, as had we. And we lost. Matt opened a 5-card week 2, went for 500 when they haven't got a game on at Lovell. And then I opened a 5-card week 2 and we missed a slam when Matt just bid 3N with avoided my suit. I think mine probably isn't a week 2, but we hadn't got some good boards. Then they opened a 2N and then dummy passed 2N with an ace, which is a bit of a view. And 3N just doesn't make, no play. And then 2M, we can beat it. I didn't. Matt says I didn't defend very well, and I think maybe I can rescue the situation last, but I thought he could have discarded differently. But, you know, shrug. We're not getting a good board anyway because people will be going off in 3, multiple off in 3. So that wasn't good. And then you have this hand. You end up in 4 spades, doubled, and the auction has gone. 2 hearts, weak, pass, 4 hearts. So you bid 4 spades. You've got 8 of them, and an ace. And this goes pass, pass, double, pass, pass, pass. So they lead the queen of hearts. So you ruff it. You then draw trumps, and they're 2-1. The hand that doubled had queen, jack, doubleton. And then before I play on diamonds and take a diamond guess, I ducked a spade. So I played a club to the jack. And this goes queen of clubs on my right, king of clubs on my right, and a 3rd club, and the ace appears on my left. So I need to get the diamonds right. Now, it might be possible that I can't get them right. It might be that the hand that's doubled has got king, jack, X. But the hand that's open 2 hearts is shown up with queen, jack of hearts and the ace of clubs. And I don't know whether they're false carding. They could have ace 10 to 4 clubs or something, or don't necessarily know whether they've got 3. But they don't have to have the king of diamonds, and the hand that's doubled doesn't have to have the king of diamonds to double because they've got ace, king of hearts, ace, king of hearts, king, queen of clubs. Maybe they do, I don't know. I feels like the double, they're either doubling because they've got the king of diamonds and they think, oh, there's no way you've got 10 tricks, or they're doubling because they bid 4 hearts to make, and they're just doubling because, well, if 4 hearts is making, they need to double this and beat it by 2 or something, or 3 to get a decent board. So I don't think there's any indication whether they've got the king of diamonds or not. So when I played ended up playing a diamond up towards the queen 10, the left-hand opponent played small, and I'm like, I got it wrong. I got the guess wrong. And I'm not going to tell you what my guess was straight away, but you can have a think about what you'd play. Do they have to have the king of diamonds to the double, or are they just doubling because they think I'm going off and 4 hearts is making? I don't know. I'm not sure it's clear. Anyway, I got it wrong, and the king of diamonds was onside, and the hand that has doubled has got jack X. And retrospectively, I'm still not disappointed that I played 1 to the 10, because they've doubled without a certain spade trick and without anything in diamonds. Like, it's a speculative double at best, I think. I mean, they've just got an opening hand, and partner's open vulnerable, so they're just doubling as a safety measure, not because they think it's going off. And, you know, I think they've doubled because they thought it was going off. So we lost 20-0, and they've won the event now. They're like over 30 ahead of second, or maybe 40, I don't know, quite a lot. We were the last chance saloon for any other pair to overtake them. We needed to beat them, and we didn't. It's the first time Matt and I have lost 20-0. It's the first time I've lost 20-0 for quite a while. And I think we deserved it. They took some views that were good, and our week 2s were not successful. So this is the last match of the day. You get to 4 spades by North. We were already doing fairly well in the match, I think. And you open this lovely collection, 1 club, which we do on all hands, all balanced hands without 4 diamonds. East over calls a heart, your partner doubles, West passes, and you bid a spade, partner raises to 4. So it seems fairly normal. You're a bit light for your opening bid, but we open nearly all 11s at these colours. You need to find a reason not to open rather than find a reason to open, basically. So partner knows I could have 11 here, and they lead the king of hearts. Now, partner's only got 13, so we haven't got game values, but partner's got a good 13. King of clubs is good, it's working. You've got a 5-card diamond suit, and you've got the ace of hearts. So I think opposite any opening bid with 4 spades, you want to be in game here. And you look at your losers, you're going to lose a heart, maybe a diamond, maybe 2 spades. If the worst things happen, you're going to lose 4 tricks. So you can't avoid losing a heart. You might be able to avoid losing a diamond, and you might be able to avoid losing 2 spades. So we're going to try and not lose 3 pointy suit tricks. So what do? Well, we win the ace of hearts at trick 1. And the issue is, if they're good defensively, we can't really avoid losing 2 spades, because what's going to happen? What's the way to avoid losing 2 spades is to play West for either both honours, in which case that's fine, or West to have honour X normally, and that's fine as well. So we can play a spade to the 10 in either case, and if West has both honours or honour X or something, we're fine. But the problem is, we probably should have ducked the first trick, but we can't risk it in case East has 6 hearts. If West does have both honours, they can win. If they've got King Queen X or King Queen to 4, they can win. They can cross to a heart and get like some sort of trump promotion. And then we've still got to guess the diamonds. So what do you do here? Well, you've still got to play for it, haven't you? You've still got to play for them to do it. So we play a spade small. We play the 10. And East wins. Now, if West initially had Queen X of spades, that's fine, because now it's going to drop. But if they have that, what's going to happen? Well, exactly what did happen at the table. They go Queen of Hearts, small, small, small. And West is given count on hearts, so East then plays a small heart. And now West is going to be roughing this unless East has ever called a 4-card suit. Well, that's not going to happen. They're not going to defend like this if they only had 4. So they've got 5. So the question is, do we rough this heart or not? There's no real need, because every single spade that's outstanding is higher than your 7 and 5 of spades. So we could try and rough with a jack of spades. That could be bad. If spades were initially 4-1, you might now lose several spade tricks. Or we could just discard and hope West is roughing with a trump trick. For example, if West initially had Queen 9x or Queen 8x of spades, they're roughing this with a trump trick here. So, and if West doesn't have any spades left, we don't need to rough, because we can run this to our 10. So for various reasons, you don't really want to lose control when spades are breaking poorly and yada, yada, yada. We let them rough this. They've defended well. They found the trump promotion or the spade rough or something. So West roughs with the Queen of Spades. That's almost certainly initially a doubleton, which is good and bad. We've lost an extra spade trick that we could have tried and avoided. But it's good in the fact that they're not going to be 4-2 or anything. Okay, so 4-1, sorry. So they rough this, and now we need to turn our attention to the diamond suit. So they now switch to the Queen of Clubs. That obviously promises the Jack and maybe the 10. Looking at King 9 in dummy, it'd be a weird switch from Queen Jack empty or Queen empty. So we win this in dummy, and we're now going to have to draw trumps just to get our count of the hand. So we go Jack of Spades, discard a club, and another spade, discard a club. And now we have to avoid losing a diamond trick. So we've lost 3 tricks. We've lost 2 spades and a heart. We can't do anything about that. We can always rough the 10 of hearts, and we just need to avoid losing a diamond trick. Now the natural play is King of Diamonds down to the Jack, but what we can do now is get a bit of a count of the hand, and this is what you should be doing as a good player, or an aspiring good player. You shouldn't commit here without trying to get a better count of the hand. If, for example, you can count the fact that, because the other possibility is to drop the Queen of Diamonds doubleton with West. So if we can get a count of the hand, and we can find out, for example, that East has 4 diamonds, if we lay down the Ace of Clubs and East shows out, for example, then we might be able to get a complete count of the hand. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the Ace of Clubs and see if East follows, because if East discards here, we're definitely going to take the diamond finesse. East follows. And we're going to rough a heart. And West discards. So West discarded a lot of clubs. So what's the initial situation there? Well, East has 3 spades, 5 hearts, 2 clubs. So East can have at most 3 diamonds. So that's actually bad news because we're still in the guessing picture here. So if we play a diamond back to our king and play a diamond back, nothing nicer. East plays a 10 of diamonds now. That looks like it's consistent from Queen 10x. Are they good enough to play the 10 of diamonds and 10 8x? That's what you ask yourselves. And you look at them and you don't know their name. So maybe, maybe not. And so now you come back to the auction, think about what's happening. So you are intending to take diamond finesse. That's the normal way of doing it. But if you think back to the auction, what's going to happen? Imagine you play the ace of diamonds and it drops the queen. Well, what's West's initial hand if that's the case? Queen X, too small, Queen X, Queen Jack 10 to 7. Might they have bid 2 clubs with that? Maybe. I know North's opened a club, but if you've got Queen Jack 10 to 7, and you know, laying down the ace of diamonds will drop the queen of diamonds, and that's what you're doing. They might have bid 2 clubs with that. So it feels like the odds on it to take a diamond finesse. But now that you know diamonds are 3-2, yeah, you do have the option. You know that if West does have the queen of diamonds, it's falling, unless they initially had queen to 3, in which you can't do anything. So the 2 situations you can gain are queen third onside versus queen X offside, and queen third onside is 60% likely to happen. And when it is queen X offside, they haven't bid 2 clubs with two bad queens and 7 good clubs. I don't know. You do this and you go off. I don't know if I can get that right. I got to counter the hands, and I worked out that West likely has 2 diamonds because the jack or the 10 of clubs hadn't appeared. So it's likely that West had queen jack 10 to 7. And they haven't bid. They might have done that with the queen of diamonds because no one's bid diamonds at that point. They might be working. They might just kind of get stuck in there. Maybe partner needs to lead a club over a dangerous heart or something. I don't know. You just got to say well done to the defence. If they don't play that third round of hearts, I make it because I get the spades right. And now even if I lose a diamond, I don't lose 2 spade tricks. So good defence in a match that we were winning quite heavily, and after this board that we were winning narrowly. And we're done. We finished with a win. You've probably just seen an interesting board from Future Steve, and just for Future Steve's reference, it's the one where I had an 11 count, 4-4-3-2, ace ace king, and I played in 4 spades. So you've just seen that from Future Steve, and if Future Steve had made that, we would have won the match by more. We won 12-8. We got a good board on the last board to turn it from a loss to a win. And what's our record today? I think we've won 3, lost 3, I think. Something like that. So, 1, 3, lost 3. Yesterday was a lot better, I think, in terms of performance from both of us. Matt made some mistakes today, which is unusual for him, but I always enjoy playing with him. If you ever have a chance to play with we'll call him Real Matt Brown as an in-joke there, you should take it because he's a lovely guy to play with. And yeah, I think me from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have been pleased with how we're done today, but me from now, I think I've been getting a bit better, and my expectation for how I should play is higher, and today I've made mistakes. I've made quite a few today, I think, and some in the bidding, some in the play, and you can't afford to do that. We've had some tough matches, I think. We've not had any easy matches today, like, you know, where it's kind of a mismatch. We had a few yesterday, but not today. So it looks like we're going to be like 13th or something like that. What? Andy's 1 VP ahead, so we're gonna fight. We've got 3 appeals. We'll lodge those appeals and hopefully change them, and we haven't really. It's good. Andy's won a lot today. Andy's won most of her matches. I think she's out of 12 matches, 11 matches, she's lost 2, something like that. So well done to her. The leaders have actually just lost, but they're still 34 VPs ahead of second. So. Yeah, it's been a good event. We're back. We'll tune in for the next video where we're playing Swiss teams with the team of myself and Magnus and Jason Hackett and John Sansom. So that's what you've got to tune in for the next video, which I know you should do. Like and share and subscribe and comment, you know, about things, you know, does my hair need cutting, you know, any comment at all will help, and I will see you for the next video.